I'm searching for some sunshine.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. I'm your humble host, Picaso. Thanks for joining in. And today, guys, it is episode 3 of Inspirational Sundays, the return, the revise. And today, I'm going to talk about kids, okay? So, you guys know I'm a dad, okay? I have 3 children. I have 1 daughter. I have 2 sons. The daughter is Princess Priscilla. Son is Prince Paul, and my other son, who's 2 years old now, is Prince Israel. Children of the future. I mean, growing up as a kid up until now, that's something that I've always heard over the years, that children are the future. And think about it, everybody who's grown up right now, up in their years, elderly even, and passed away, sadly, we were all kids, right? So today I just want to focus on kids. I'm going to read a verse. It's Proverbs 22, verse 16. It says, "Train up the child in the way he should grow, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Okay? We all know that kids in their brains, they're like sponges. Whatever they see, they do. Whatever they hear, they repeat. It's like monkey see, monkey do. And that's the next thing I haven't heard in a long time. But I used to hear it a lot. And it's true. I notice certain things I see my son do. And he's only doing it because he saw me do it. He says certain things he only heard me say. And I mean, we just got to be careful, right? Because they're so young. And to be honest, the world is a nutcase, okay? The world is nuts. The way I look at it, the world is just insane. There's plenty of beautiful and amazing things in the world. But let's be real, the world is insane, okay? That's not the topic, but we got to protect our kids, man. Right now, I live in Ontario, Canada. Okay, there's these certain sexual education curriculum that the government has implemented, where they're teaching just way too young children about much older topics. You know what I mean? And me and my wife and our family, we of course joined millions of people here who actually disagree with this as well. I mean, there's a whole bunch of law stuff and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into any of that stuff, but it's like children are so young and so impressionable. Obviously, just like when we were growing up, we waited till an appropriate age to be taught certain things, right? Because we're more mature to handle certain topics and subjects. So that's what I'm saying, man. We got to pray for these kids. We have to, we just have to put a serious grip around our children because, like I said, the world is a nutcase, man. The world is nuts. And what I realize is now they're targeting, children have always been a target, but now they're targeting them in other areas as well. And again, a kid is a sponge. If a kid goes out there and only learns to rob and steal, he's going to grow up and only rob and steal. You know what I mean? If a kid grows up only being exposed to like swearing and cussing and stuff like that, what do you expect? They're going to be swearing and cussing. And I mean, it doesn't necessarily happen that way all the time. It's not 100%, of course. But I mean, we just got to be careful with our children. We got to teach them the right things. Again, I'm not saying I'm a Christian. You guys know that. I'm not saying teach them Christian stuff if you're not a Christian. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying we have to take care of our children. We have to keep them. We have to keep them safe. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. We got to keep them safe. And I'm going to read another verse. It's Psalms 127, verse 3. It says, "Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward." Guys, kids are so amazing. I got 3, like I said. My daughter is 9, my son is 7, and my other son is 2 years old. And I mean, I'm blown away by these guys. Like, I'm blown away. You know what I mean? Like, if they misbehave, all kids misbehave. All kids give sass, all kids talk back a little bit and stuff like that. But it's like, my kids are just the greatest kids. They're the greatest. And I mean, your kids are the greatest as well, right? If you have children, they're the greatest also. Your neighbors, their kids are awesome. Kids are just awesome. Kids are innocent. They need to stay to be kids. My whole thing with children nowadays, I see like certain things are trying to force mature them, which isn't right. Kids have to be kids. Let them be kids. Let them talk about toys and games and playing ball with their friends and hanging out and watching a movie. Let kids be kids, you know what I mean? Yeah, God protect the children, man. These days are rough. Like I said, the world is nuts. But with God, He protects everything. He protects us. Right? We got to put our trust and faith in God, and that's what I do, because when my children go out to school, I mean, I'm at work, you know what I mean? I can't be there with them physically, and it's only my trust and faith in God to protect my children that I know that they're going to be safe, you know what I mean? So like I said, man, so train up the kids in the way they should grow, you know? Train up the kids to be respectful, train up the kids with manners, and I mean, again, these are all things that I do physically with my kids. I mean, they're spot on. They're spot on. Every now and then they'll have a slip up or something, they'll forget to tell somebody thank you and those things. And I'm old school, I'm old fashioned, and that's how I was brought up with manners. And I believe it's a necessary part of life to just know about respect, know how to give respect, right? Even if it's not deserved, sometimes you just gotta just take one and just show respect, you know what I mean? Manners, please, thank yous. Me personally, I know that I annoy certain people with my manners, because as big as I am, I'm 35, and I mean, I will always say please, thank you, you're welcome, every time. Every single time. I think I'm annoying some of my coworkers being so polite. They'd be like, hey Paul, can you do this for me? Can you grab this for me? Can you put this there? Can you do this? Can you do that? Input this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, sure, okay, no problem. Thanks. Please. You're welcome. Thanks. Like, I remember I said thanks, I believe, to one of my coworkers maybe like 3-4 times in the same sentence. Don't ask me what the whole conversation was. But yeah, like, that... Those are just things that I hold dear to me. Respect, manners, stuff like that. And again, I'm teaching my kids that, so when they grow up, they're not going to lose respect, and they're not going to lose their manners as well, right? And why not? Let's everybody just be nicer with each other. Let's everybody just be respectful to each other. And again, kids are the future, man. You got to train them up in how you want them to be. Right? If you don't train the kids now, then they'll just be, who knows what they'll be. And I'm not saying don't have faith, but as a parent, we got to put that training as well. You know, train them up in how they should be, so when they get older, they won't like jump ship and, you know what I mean, become like I'm not even going to go into that. But yeah, you know, that's going to wrap it up. Just a little time here with your humble host here. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. It's the holidays now. I believe it's Labor Day weekend here in Canada. Yeah, so stay safe, enjoy, have a good weekend, or enjoy the rest of the weekend. Yeah, I'll talk to you in the next one. Humble Picasso here. I'll see you. Peace.